Well, students, welcome. Today I decided to take a class on the poem Telephone Conversations, and this poem was written by one of the popular Nigerian poet, Nobel Prize winner in 1986, and he is none but Ole Soyinka. Ole Soyinka belongs himself to Black African, and hence he took more interest in composing this poem, taking an initiative to raise his voice against the British people. In this poem, Ole Soyinka describes racism, casteism, discriminations between the white American and black African. And so far the poem is concerned, I want to tell you about the poem that in this poem, telephone conversation title itself sufficient enough to understand the subject matter of the poem, because in the poem at the very beginning an African gentleman telephoned to a British landlady and inquired whether there is an accommodations in her premises, and in reply the landlady told him that he did not worry because she did not stay in the premises. But the important is that this two speaker not taking any interest on the price which is reasonable, rather funny enough, ironically enough, that they argument on the color only. When the African person inquired about the apartment, about the communications, at that time this landlady asked him that whether he was light, dark, or very dark. So on these questions, the message of the poem pass out to us, that is casteism, discriminations on the part of the African people by the British people. So in the beginning of the poem, the African asked the lady that he did not want to waste a panic journey. He immediately wanted an accommodations and asked that he belonged to himself an African. On that, the lady again wanted to confirm whether he was, it means by the quotations, are you dark or very light? Revelation came, you mean like plain or milk chocolate? Her accent was clinical, crushing in its light. Impersonality rapidly, wavelength adjusted. I close West African CPA and as an afterthought. So in reply to question of this lady, this British lady, this African person replied that he belonged to the African CPA. That means he was very dark in his complexion. So again the lady wanted to become more confirmed regarding his complexions, and this African came to know that the lady was not interested to provide him accommodations. Then he started cutting humorous quotations, ironical touch upon the British lady that he is not only dark but I am brunette. But madam, you should see the rest of me, palm of my hand, soles of my feet. Are you peroxide blonde? Frictions caused. Foolishly, madam, by sitting down has turned my bottom raven black one. So, in this way, the African explains his complexion that not only he is dark, but his hand, paw of the hand, whole body was black, and in anger he said that his reflections, his complexion was as if completely red. So, as soon as this African came to know that the lady was wanted to drop her telephone, he tactfully raised a questions and asked the ma'am, "About my ears, madam," I pleaded. "Wouldn't you rather see for yourself?" So, ma'am, as you ask, as you inquire about the complexions, about the color, would you see yourself? So, in this way, in the end of the poem, in the last line, very tactfully, this South African humorously satirized the British lady to look herself whether she was how beautiful, how intelligent, how knowledgeable. So this is the short explanations of the poem Telephone Conversations by Ole Sayenke. Again, dear students, so far the knowledge is concerned, so far the language is concerned, I would like to tell you that the language is very simple, but the poet used symbols, imagery, humors, and colored images to provoke his revolutionary idealism